How you guys doing tonight? Hey, I really liked the pastor's joke about the password thing. You know, when I was in elementary school, we always tried to make our password penis, but the system would mock us and say it wasn't long enough. Man, it's been fucking cold out here, huh? Yeah. Like shit, I didn't move out here to be freezing my ass off. You know, I was getting my balls licked, and you ever seen that movie, A Christmas Story? It was like, you know, my balls were the pole, and, you know, I'm just kidding about that. I actually don't have a girlfriend. It was actually a hooker. You know, I mean, why else am I going to live at Harbor Island next to the Hard Rock if I'm not going to fuck a hooker? I mean, really, right? That's what you live there for, right? I mean, what else are you living there for? There was actually, I'm not making this shit up, there was a double murder in my apartment complex last week. And it's like at the Harbor Island. And I always felt like the Harbor Island should have one of those like signs in their office, like at your job, you know, it's like 30 days without an accident. It should be like 30 days without a double stabbing, except it would be like, you know, 0 days, I guess, or 6 days now, I guess. The AVN Awards are this weekend at the Hard Rock right next to where I live. I'm pretty, you know, psyched about that. I kind of feel bad for like hot chicks that are in town this weekend in Vegas, walking around, especially at the Hard Rock, because if you're like you know, you're walking around, you see a hot chick, you're just imagining her like getting bukkakied or like double penetrated or fucking, you know, crazy shit. You just assume she's a porn star, right? And you know, if you're in town with your girlfriend or something, you're walking around, and you're like, you can't even like recognize a porn star publicly because your girlfriend will. It's like, oh, I've totally jerked off to. I can't say that because my girlfriend will know I jerk off too much. Then that's kind of a problem. Some porn is just a little too like, I don't know. Some people are just crazy with sex. Like I never understood autoerotic asphyxiation. It's like, who was that first motherfucker that was just like, this is all right. You know, it'd make it better. Almost killing myself. I never got that. Maybe I will try it, but I'm afraid I will actually kill myself, and then that's like a shitty thing to put on your tombstone. Like, died with a load in his pants. Like, fuck. It kind of sucks. You know, hockey is starting back up for the like 0.3 people of you that give a shit about hockey. Woo! I never really got into hockey. One thing I always like felt bad for, you know, when you're in a penalty box and your team scores, it's like, you want to celebrate you just scored a goal, but you're just locked in this plexiglass box of like emotion. You're just by yourself, like that's kind of shitty. And NFL playoffs, you know, we're hitting kind of the end of it now, and I never understood why chicks like never really liked sports. It's like it's an excuse to pretty much drink at any point of the day, no matter what time it is. It's just a fucking excuse to drink at 10 a.m. and at fucking 1 p.m. on a Thursday. Like, fuck yeah, hell yeah. Why are you down on sports? Like, I like the chicks that embrace it, like the chicks with the pink football jerseys. Like, they're not really football fans. They're just trying to fuck someone who is a football fan, you know? And, but then I started thinking about it. I'm like, I guess I do kind of get why some chicks don't like sports. It's like, if you're a dude and, like, they had, like, a show, like, before Sex and the City trying to tell you what's going to happen on Sex and the City, and then you had to watch Sex and the City, and then afterwards they talk about what just fucking happened on Sex and the City, that shit would fucking drive you nuts too, right? That would suck balls. I mean, that's basically, like, pretty much every sport, just pre-shows and post-shows and just fucking idiots just talking all the time. It's like, you know, I never really got that necessarily. God. Let's see. Well, so I've lived at that shitty apartment since November 1st, so only one double murder. That's a pretty good ratio, right? Before you figure out you gotta move, I guess. You know, I guess more people should die before you think about it, I guess. God, what's today, Tuesday? Yeah. Tuesday, yesterday. Monday sucked balls. I always felt like somebody should just come up with the idea of a six-pack of beer and call it the Mondays. That way having a case of it wouldn't be such a bad thing. You know, make some money there. There's probably something in there. Let's see, what else? What else do I got? Not a lot, really. Well, I've got a 3-year-old niece. She just turned 3 a couple months ago, and it's pretty cool. Like when I was able to watch her, you like get to experience shit as an adult that you watched as a kid and shit. You know, like Disney movies. Like her favorite is Little Mermaid, but I always thought like, okay, yay, she saved what's his name, fucking Steve, right? Steve. And Beauty, like, she saves the Beast. Mulan, I always felt was really underrated because that bitch saved fucking China. Like, all by herself. Like, props to that bitch, right? Like, she's got some... I mean, that's pretty fucking badass. China's a big country, and they don't even like women. So, she had to pretend she had a dick in order to save her country. And you know, Guess Who? Like, I was playing Guess Who with her, and one thing I realized, it's like, one question that doesn't do anything for you in Guess Who is like, does your guy look like a pedophile? It's like, just like, plop, like one thing goes down. Because every one of those fucking guys has got a mustache like I do right now, and that shit is just, this is my version of Movember. It's called Mo Facial Hair, Less Pussy. I'm trying it out in January. Yeah, I kind of, this is my like patented look. It's like a blazer with jeans. It's like the mullet of like the business world. It's like, I'm here to conduct business, but then also like go shotgun a beer and try and get laid right after that. Shotgunning beers, God, that was the, man, that's like pretty much like my high school days, pretty much, but only like the really like small cans of beer, because the tall cans just fucking, God, always fucks my stomach up. I don't know why I'm sharing that with you, but just thought you might want to know. It's funny, I was like on this like 3-month like trip pretty much, where I was just going from place to place, and it's funny, like when you're like not living at home, or like, you know, at the place where you hit your regular spots, you tend to eat a lot of shitty food on the road, right? And like my body just got like so commissioned to like eating shitty food. Like when I finally ate a salad with some like spinach leaves and fucking like super awesome like tomatoes and strawberries and shit, my body just like rejected the shit out of it. It's like, come on, Mark, you know this shit only runs on like Skittles and like peanut butter combos, right? Like, you throw any good shit in here, like shit just like fucking fucks up. So it's like good food is like the Smarties in my gas tank, you know? It's like, I don't know why that's the case necessarily, but all right, that's my time. Thank you guys, and I appreciate it. Thank you.